All right, loyal ladies, families, and friends, we are back with episode 10. I can't believe we've done 9 episodes already. So this is episode 10. And one of the things that I know as a prison wife, even family members, having a loved one in prison comes with a stigma, right? So a lot of times you don't always want to share where your loved one is. So you kind of create lies. And in the beginning, I would just kind of keep myself away from certain situations or conversations so that I wouldn't lie. I would tell my kids to just be comfortable. It's totally up to them if they want to share the information. Now, I didn't teach them to lie, no. I just told them if their friends asked, we had a conversation. So if your friends ask you where your dad is, what are you going to say? Or would you share it with them? So they said that some friends they would feel comfortable sharing the information with, and some they wouldn't feel comfortable with. And even for me as an adult, like I said, I would be at work and I just wouldn't talk about certain things. I would avoid certain situations. All right, so the one that most stands out for myself, because I really don't want to share my children's lies. I let them tell their own lies. But for my situation, I can just think about being at work. And a matter of fact, if you follow me on Instagram, for the lives _prison wives, I create some memes along the way, you know, because you don't want to be serious all the time. So I kind of crack little jokes about the situation every now and then. And one of my favorite memes, and I guess everybody else's favorite memes, and it's this one right here. With Tamar and the look on her face. So the question would be like, okay, so where does your husband work? I'm an overthinker. So a lot of times I have come up with all kinds of scenarios in my head that might not even take place. Just wondering what people are thinking, you know, because the day came when it's like, okay, we got married in prison. Well, my husband is like, so have you changed your name? Yeah, legally. But was my name changed at work? Nope. So I would be talking to him, just telling stories about, you know, what was going on in the classroom and how the kids would be calling my last name, but they were calling my maiden name and not my new name. And I would forget, and I'd be on the phone literally talking to him, and I'd be, oh shoot, I just said my maiden name. I know he gonna say, and he would say something every time. So, babe, they still calling you Miss Steele? Yeah. Uh-oh. You know? So he'd be like, I'm hurting him because it's like I've accepted your name. I've accepted that we get married. Is that fair to him to not correct people or change my name? But at the same time, I'm overthinking. So now here I am with the ring on my finger, and I'm faced with a decision. Do I change my name at work? If I change my name, then it's like, once again, my overthinking. Oh, so you got married. When did your name change? When was the wedding? I didn't get invited. So all this stuff is in my head. So I just prolonged it and prolonged it and prolonged it. Because that's one of the things I always worry about, like what people think, the wrong thing to do. So I finally, actually y'all, that went on a minute where I didn't just fully embrace my last name. And I was like, you know what, I can't do this. This is not fair to him, you know. But I remember one particular incident, and that's how I came up with that meme, because I was in my classroom, and it was the end of the day, and I was sitting at my computer, putting in grades, minding my business. And a coworker comes in. I mean, this coworker, we cool, but that's it, we're cool. Sorry, coworker, just it is what it is. We're cool. So we speak and keep it moving, and that's how that was. I'm that type that I just don't do a whole lot of questions, because guess what? I'm not questioning anybody. It's not that I don't care about anybody, but I don't care about anybody's business. I wish the best for everybody, but I don't care. I don't not saying I don't care about you, but it's not my business. So I get this knock on the door, and the person comes in the classroom that we just really literally just speak in passing. So that's already a red flag. Like, now she at my door. And she pulls up the chair and sits at my desk. So I'm like, hey. So I don't even remember the exact words she said, but it was just basically, I heard you got married, or do you have something to tell me? I had another coworker. You have something to tell me? No. You have something to tell me? You know. So yeah, do I have something to tell you? No. Oh, well, did you get married? Mm-hmm. And it became, all these questions were coming, but I was just spitting just like that, short, quick, to the point, and I didn't elaborate. So that's where that meme came from, where it's like, with Tamar with that little sour look on her face, like, where does your husband work? I ain't lying, but he worked for the government. Joe. And that was the truth. He worked for the government. He worked for the federal government. Yes, he did. So that was my really lie, truth, lie, whatever you want to call it. But I let my kids tell theirs. I know my daughter has a good one that she told. I don't even know if it was good, but it's just funny. And I've just talked to just being around other prison wives. You create these stories just because you don't want people to know your truth. And then what I realized is, once I started sharing my truth, it's so many people that are incarcerated. 1 out of every 2 families are impacted by incarceration. And you would share, and then somebody else will open up and be like, oh, well, my brother's incarcerated. Or, oh, well, I have a cousin, or some family member. However, prison wives get it the worst because, you know, it's a choice for us. Your family is your family, but we chose to stay with the person that we're with. Not just prison wife. You also have husbands that have wives in prison that have, you know, stood by their significant other side. So that's prison lies, and I'm gonna let my daughter share her story, but I want to hear from y'all. What are some lies, or did you tell any lies, or are you just straight up, yeah, my man in prison, now what? Maybe I should just say that.
So what did I used to tell my friends is what I was asked. I think I was in elementary school. I was in like the 3rd grade, and that's when I met my best friend Caitlin. And she told me how her dad was a coal miner. So everybody be like, Ken, what is your dad? Where is your dad? He don't ever come to your band concerts. He don't ever come here. And I literally stole her dad's profession. I would just be like, oh, he's a coal miner. And that's what I would tell everybody, teachers and everybody. And I guess it wasn't because I was like ashamed. It's just I felt like my friends would think of me differently, because they would maybe think I was bad because my dad is bad, even though he's not. But yeah, I realized once I got older, if they were really my friends, they would still stick around. So I just started being honest.
But you know, with my career, I don't know. I was in the teaching field, so it was a little different for me. But anyway, that's that. And I will see you on episode 11. Like and subscribe. See y'all.